I'm gonna put on some sunglasses so I can actually see something. Yeah, so another Wednesday. Decided to have a little stream, but I am currently having a little vacation time away from the city just to kind of relax and at the cabin. I was gonna have a little coffee and chat, but it's nice out, so now finish. And you know, what better than summer cabin and beer. Also got good company here. One dog there, and got another one over there. So they're keeping me company currently. And yeah, just thought I'd do a little chat. I asked for some questions on Instagram, but I asked it kind of late, so didn't get that many replies or that many questions coming up. So I still need to think of a better format, because back in the, well, I guess a year ago, I kept on getting a lot of really good questions whenever I asked people about it, and that was a lot of fun. I got to answer a lot, and we got to make the whole show. What do you want to know about guitar building? I got to put those into segments, and I got to add that into the streams as well. But lately, I've been getting some good questions and comments on YouTube videos and such, but they've been slowly decreasing, as have some of the views, which is weird because views have gone up in some places, but for newer videos, subscribers aren't really seeing them. YouTube being what it is, I really need to think of how to change things up a little bit and freshen things up. I've been doing the same thing for a little bit, and I guess it's time to make some adjustments, some changes into the programming to make things a little bit more interesting, or I guess appealing for more people. But if YouTube is not sending those things out to my subscribers, it's kind of a pain, because you guys are what I make the content for. So yeah. Yeah. So on Monday, I put out a kind of newly formatted monthly update, because I want to do something different with that. And I already got one really great suggestion from my good friend Ionic Gecko, and he was saying that I should just add in, when I'm talking about things that I've worked on throughout the month, I should add in some B-roll of things that I've made and done and filmed, because I do film most of what I do, so it would be nice to kind of use those clips that haven't really been put out yet to kind of showcase what's been going on, and might be a bit more interesting that way. In general, I just need to put in a little bit more effort into that series, I guess you could call it, because right now it's a bit dull, even for me. I try and make it exciting, but I always forget to add things and talk about stuff. What was the thing that I forgot? I remember there was something that I forgot to mention. Oh, it was the new schedule. Yeah. Oh, great. Already got 2 different spam bots here. Yeah, I really need to learn how to use Twitch a little bit better, because I'm just getting constant bombardment of bots in the chat, which is not cool, but I don't know how to get rid of all that stuff. So I really need to look into Twitch tools and whatnot. Maybe something that doesn't allow links would probably be a good call. Yeah, because now I have want to become famous, buy followers. Want to become famous, buy followers. Want to become famous, buy followers. Those 3 different bots sending me the same thing. Annoying. Yeah, the new schedule was what I forgot to mention on Monday's video, which right now, starting off, I'm cutting out the Tuesday and Friday stream clips because I just realized that it's taken way too much time for me to find, edit, and highlight things in comparison to just working on guitars and whatnot. Oh, dog wants me to throw the frisbee. Yeah, so it's taken me way too long to actually edit down highlights and whatnot, taken away from shop time. So instead, now I cut those out. On Wednesdays, I have this live stream on Twitch. Then the VOD will come out, VOD will come out on YouTube on Fridays, and then Sundays we'll have the edited video, which is the Celeste build series currently. And then at the end of the month, I'll have a sort of monthly wrap-up, but that is finding a new format in itself as well. Let's see. So I'm going to try and keep to that schedule, see if things improve a little bit, which also gives me a little bit more time to actually work on stuff, figure out the Twitch tools so I don't get bots and whatnot, make the Twitch in general work a little bit better than how it has been working currently. And let's see, what else? I'm also fairly blown out by the looks of that's the thing, being a pasty white ginger. Get a little bit of sun and I immediately shine as bright as, well, you can see how pale I am. What was I talking about? Yeah, so a little bit of organizing and whatnot, but now due to cutting down some of the things that require editing on my part, I can actually work on things that aren't currently working, which is really putting emphasis on creating quality content and making the Twitch stuff work a little bit better, because as you saw in the previous stream that I did, recording stream, things didn't go as well as planned. So I need to work out how I can make streaming some recording stuff work out better, because I really want to do that. That's something that I've been looking forward to doing for a while, and I do have the tools for it, but it's just not working. So I need to figure out what's up. My girlfriend's over there looking at the dogs. Both the dogs are just staring at her, wagging their tails. Anywho, yeah. So talking about shop time. Now on Friday, I will be finishing off the inlay for the 7-string, hopefully, and the MKH inlay, getting the engraving done on that, which means that Saturday, I will be finally able to go back to the workshop after such a long time. And next up is basically just carving necks. So I need to carve the neck for the 7-string and the 4 production models. And in general, do a little bit more carving. Hopefully get the necks on soon. Oh, I can't do that yet. I need to buy frets, and I need to fret the necks before I can actually glue them on. But nonetheless, they're coming along very nicely, and I can finally get to work on them, which is, they're not far off. Oh, the dog is wet. It's been swimming. Oh my, yeah. They're not far off, because once I have the frets on, the necks on, I can do the rest of the carving, I can do fine sanding, and then I can get to finishing. So, almost there. Just need to get some components still wet. Right. Yeah. Then another thing that I still need to do, now that it's early on in the summer, I need to go and get some more stock woods for my wood store for upcoming builds in the next few years, because I'm running low. I have a lot of tops, like flame birch tops, that I need to process down, so I think I'm going to make videos on that, just because it might be interesting to some people on seeing how to process down tops from planks of wood. Then I really need to knuckle down and start editing the videos for the this batch of guitars, because what I want to do with that is I want it to be really, really in depth, like going really into detail on how to do different processes, and hopefully I can make that work. Aha, I got it. Too many. Yeah. So, yeah, a couple of things that I really want to do in the upcoming year. Once these guitars are done, I do want to try and build a multi-scale properly this time around. Not that the first multi-scale wasn't that bad. Gaia worked out fine, but it just had way too many things that could have been done better. So I want to have a look at that, and if that works out well enough, I might make that into one of the production models as well. The idea is to use the body shape of the scum and then make that into a multi-scale. So that should be exciting. But of course, I have quite a few projects in mind already. I need to finish up the After Hours guitar, so my personal 7-string, which is going to be a whole different thing in itself, very detail oriented, very over the top. And then there's the next year is the 10th anniversary model of the Signature. So that's the very customized Westone that I have, the LP shape. So I want to make that as well. Now, the thing about that one is, do I want to make an LP shape so it's more in line with the original, or do I want to make a data list that is, similar? That's something I'm kind of thinking about. I wouldn't necessarily want to make a data list, but I don't really want to make a LP shape either, because I don't want to be sued. But if I make it different enough, I think I can make it work. I have a couple of plans for that. Then there's a collaboration project that should start around July that I really need to get into, that I can't talk too much about yet. I hate doing the whole, it's not secretive thing, but it's just because it's two different people working on it. We both need to be ready and talking about it before I can actually talk about it, if that made any sense. But that's coming up. That should be very exciting because it's very different to anything that I've done in the past. I'm just real quick, because I'm paranoid, gonna check that I do have audio. Yeah, I do. Okay, great. Anywho, yeah. So basically, this entire stream today is mostly about just talking about stuff, coming up with IP. The MKH guitar is going to be one of the big things that's going to be happening. Once all of the 4 guitars are done, so the 2 Daedaluses and 2 Icaruses, I will be able to film. I might even stream the last day of building, because the last day of building is basically running each and every one of those guitars through the exact same hardware, the exact same strings, the exact same pickups, the exact same electronics. Everything else except for the woods is going to be different about the guitars. Running them through the same signal chain and seeing how different the sound is, and do a little tone wood test of my own. Of course, there's no way of doing it properly enough, because even doing it within the same day with pretty much the same components, there's still going to be slight differences toward how I play things, no matter how much I try to do it as cleanly as possible. I mean, there's always going to be someone who nitpicks about tone wood stuff, but I want to do this sort of tryout for myself, and that is going to be its separate own video, but I might stream it, because it's going to be a very interesting, rather long day as well. So it could be pretty cool. Seeing if there's any differences between the 4 instruments, because they are built pretty differently. There's all of them have walnut necks and ebony fretboards, so that's the same. All of them have brass nuts. All of them have the same hardware. All of them have nickel silver frets. The things that change is that there's the Daedalus has, or the Carillion Birch veneer topped Daedalus has an alder body. The Carillion Birch veneer topped Icarus has an ash body. Then there's an alder body and Bubinga topped Icarus, and then there's the ash body flamed spalted birch and resin topped Daedalus. So all of those should sound pretty different from one another if you go with the theory of tone wood. So I'm really curious to see how much all those changes affect the actual sound of the guitar. So that is something I'm really looking forward to, and that's probably something that's going to happen sometime during the summer. I mean, there's quite a bit to do before that. They're not far along, but I want to do it properly. I'm not going to rush and have an incomplete instrument at the end of it. I also need to do a proper demo of the Celeste 2.0. So I need to give my uncle a call, see if he's up for that, because it would be cool to have him play the guitar, because he of course has a certain style, and I built a guitar to accommodate that. Should be fun. Let's see, what else? In general, like, anybody who's been following along in Twitter, or I guess the streams, might be seen, I guess. But I've been really tired. There's been a lot of stress regarding so many things, and not enough time to actually work on stuff, which has been also been pretty stressful for myself. So we decided to take a little week-long break, unpaid leave from work. Yeah, pretty much unpaid leave from work, and just kind of reset and relax for a bit, because yeah, there's just been a lot going on, and this has already been so nice that from, well, Monday we came here, so now we've been here 3 days, and I already feel a hell of a lot more relaxed, and like there's a huge weight lifted off my shoulders, and so nothing's pressing down, and I can actually breathe properly, which is nice. And just the Finnish countryside, it's amazing. So yeah, I can't complain. So I think this is going to help a lot to kind of re-energize myself and get things back on track, because I've been kind of falling behind on things, which is also not that cool. need to get back on track with this, that, and the other. But yeah. I can't really think of too many things to talk about anymore. We've been doing this for about 20 minutes now. I think it's probably good to start wrapping up, but let's wrap up with some good scenery, shall we? So let's go down to the shoreline, and yeah. Soon. So let's go have a look. Let's end this in a nice environment, shall we? Because now you get to see why it's so relaxing to come down here and just enjoy the scenery next to the seaside. First and foremost, because it's quiet. I say quiet, and then the dog comes running around the corner. But, yeah. I'm not gonna throw it to you. He wants to go swimming. Yeah, so. Thank you very much for joining in. This has been interesting. For sure. A bit different of a stream. I know I did one of these last year, which was kind of so-and-so. That was before I did any of the Twitch stuff and before I had proper things to film with and whatnot. But yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys here. Thank you very much for joining in. It has been a blast talking about stuff.